protecting your number one asset, and it's not what you think. So I'm going to walk you through a little exercise today on protecting your number one asset. But I want to start with, ask yourself this question. What would you do if your income stopped tomorrow? What if you got hurt and you could no longer go to work or bring in an income? Would it decimate your family financial future? For most people, the answer isn't a definitive yes, but it would certainly shake things up, right? You might have an emergency fund, some savings, but to get you through a short period. Most people don't save nowhere near enough money, right? So it might get you through a short period, but what if you can't go back to work? What if you're too sick to go back to work? Again, what's your plan then? Okay. See, so a good financial plan has to work no matter what. You know, markets go up, markets go down, markets go sideways. Last time I checked, nobody has a working crystal ball. So too many people focus on investment rates. You know, I always tell people Curtis is the defensive coordinator. Okay. And so unfortunately, most people don't have a plan that works when the sun is not shining. Okay. And so we're going to go through a various exercises in financial lessons. So this one is going to be called Disability 101. And what I want you guys is to think about this. So I'm going to share my screen. All right. And I'm going to walk you through a little lesson. So we call this your personal economic model. So when I'm working with people, I focus on, you know, the order and how we teach. Just, I'm not going to go into all this today. I'm going to focus on one specific area. But first thing that you want to focus on is, we call it the lifestyle regulator, or what you would call a budget. But all wealth is, you have to regulate between your current lifestyle desires and your future lifestyle requirements, right? So the game is won and lost at cash flow control. And most people are losing that game because current lifestyle is winning. Okay. Now, and so this is your number one asset right now, your ability to earn income. If you don't own a business or own real estate, then what's making this whole thing go is your income, right? So you've got to direct your income. So step one, manage cash flow so that you can save 15, 20% or more of your gross income, right? And fill up what we call the safe tank. Let me define safe: safe, liquid, accessible, guaranteed, right? That's step two. This is our financial framework. 3 is protection. So you have to protect. So protection is playing defense. Curtis is the defensive coordinator. So a lot of people, because this is not sexy, skip this step, and we're going to drill down. So you have to protect your stuff, which we'll do a separate lesson on. You've got to protect. What we're going to do a lesson on today is, what if you can't, is protecting this if you can't work. So step 2 is protect, right? So 1 is manage cash flow. 2 is saving, right? So that what? So that you have money to invest, which is step 4, right? I got this in order. 3. This is 3, sorry. And this is 4. So what most people think is 1, oh, I have to invest, I've got to save for retirement, is not step 1. Okay. And you notice now, getting out of debt is not in these top 4. It is like between. This is a different lesson, which we'll go over. And I'm almost going to show you this from the framework of the personal economic model, because I can have every conversation about one's finances on one page. So this is the framework we teach at Practical Wealth. Now, let's go into, this is live TV, folks. All right. So let's talk about the need for disability insurance. So let's say you're healthy and working and you're earning money, right? Come down, goes through what we call the tax filter. So Uncle Sam wants their money, right, in the States and whoever. Okay, that's fine. And so you'll generate and see over your working lifetime. Think about this, guys. If you made $100,000 a year in gross, in 5 years, you're going to earn $500,000. So in 10 years, you will make $1 million. All right, you'll earn $1 million will flow through your lifetime potential capital take. So that is the asset that we're trying to protect, you as the income earner. Okay. So now what happens is you'll pay taxes, you'll save for retirement and emergency. So you're pushing money up the yellow through your qualified plans and the green tanks. I think people took too much emphasis on the yellow tank first, but that's a conversation for another day. All right. And then you spend the rest towards your standard of living, what I call lifestyle money. All right. So now, what if you lose that income? So now you're disabled and you're not working. Now what happens? So your income reduces or stops, but your expenses could increase because now you now need medical equipment, you're infirmed, you run up medical bills, you got co-pays, you got all kinds of stuff. You got family, y'all have experienced this, right? And so what then happens, you exhaust your savings, you have to drain the tank, your investments, and you have to exhaust your savings and investments to support your lifestyle, right? And people say, well, I got equity in my house. Well, you can't get equity out of your house if you're not working, right? So do you have a plan for that? So now you want to borrow as much as possible, but even that is a limit, and then you're spending money you've not yet earned, and there's a limit to that because banks loan money with the expect that you're going to repay it, and if you're not working, you don't have the ability to repay. Okay, so your income is your most valuable asset, make no doubt about it. Okay, and so what happens is what insurance is a bunch of people pay a premium to transfer risk, right? So there's different levels. Disability insurance is based on morbidity. So how often, based upon your occupation, what is your level of risk? Okay, that's what they're looking at. But what it does is, if you lost it, it keeps your household going, right? And so you have to buy. Insurance is the thing, you have to buy it before you need it. Okay, you can't buy it when you're in need. So you got to think about this stuff beforehand. So this is one of the things that we want to help you with, thinking about it before you need it. Do you have it? Do you have enough? Okay, so what does it do? It restores your cash flow. It can reduce your financial stress for your family because they're depending on you, or if you're a couple, then it takes generally 2 incomes to run your household, and your ability to earn income has been reduced. Okay, your savings could still be funded. A lot of times with things like life insurance, we'll put disability waiver of premium, so we're using permanent insurance, building what we call the banking function. That premium could be waived so you could have a self-completing savings plan. And it helps maintain your standard of living. So here's what I want you to consider. The difference between, so there's different types, right? So there's individual, there's government, there's employer sponsored plans, and you need to know the ins and outs of that. Things like, is it own occupation or any occupation? How long is the wait period, what they call the elimination period? So these are things that when people say they have it, think about, if you have a job, it's going to be, and you have insurance on the job, a lot of times there's a wide, or trying to get government insurance, they say, well, I had a dad who was shot. Somebody tried to rob one of our businesses, and he had, not to be graphic, a brain damage, got shot in the head, bullet came out, boom, we applied for government social disability, and he got declined. Well, you could still work. No, you couldn't. Okay, and so it was a formal. So they declined you just from the get go, and I was like, are you kidding me? Who wrote this damn letter? I was livid, right? So we ended up having to get a, I think we were married by then, either my girlfriend or my wife, I think we might have been newly married, had an associate that specialized in that. We had to get a lawyer that specialized in getting this type of case done, and it took about a year and a half, and then we were able to get his disability, because he was under mid 50s, right? So anyway, so that's my experience with government sponsored plans. Okay, now, so the key questions are: what's the benefit amount? How much can you have based upon your income? When is the waiting period? How long do you have to wait before it starts? How long does it pay out? Does it pay out for 2 weeks, 6 weeks, a year, 2 years, 5 years? You can have it pay. If you think you have that type of risk, you can have it pay out till you're 65 or 67. So for the rest of your life. And which is nice. That takes a lot of pressure off. So, would you be willing to take, let's say, 1.5% of your salary to protect that, to again create peace of mind? And remember, good financial planning is about playing defense. So I hope that was a good lesson for you guys today. If you want to know and have a question about how to protect yourself, Curtis, what does this cost? What do I qualify for? Then somewhere in this video link, reach out. You take our financial freedom quiz. You can take our or schedule just a strategy session. Let's talk about it. All right, and we will talk to you soon. Have a fantastic day.